pupils, parents, and guardians. Let me start by thanking you for being a part of all our remote learning platforms, particularly our television program, The Classroom in Your Home. Each feedback has been awesome. Good job, you. Our teachers have been working assiduously to bridge the learning loss during this critical period. Therefore, I am pleased to inform you that the Classroom in Your Home has been extended to accommodate the lower primary classes and a dedicated lesson to cater for our special needs pupils in line with our mandate of providing an all-inclusive and quality basic education in our dear state. This program is fully sponsored by the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, and supported by the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board under the COVID-19 Blended Learning Intervention Initiative. Please encourage your wards to tune in and take every advantage of this laudable program. Also remember, this pandemic is not over. Let us continue to abide by all health and safety guidelines as stipulated by the government. At Lasubeb, we are determined to leave no child behind in our quest to improve the standard of basic education in our state. Thank you.
Hello, pupils. You're welcome to another wonderful edition of your favorite program, The Classroom in Your Home. A program sponsored by the Universal Basic Education Commission and packaged by the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, Lasubeb. It is to ensure that you are academically engaged in addition to what you've been taught in school. I am Auntie Fumi, your English studies teacher. Guess what? It's going to be a revision week. We're going to revise all that we've learned in the past 21 episodes. And I am here with my teachers for us to be able to do it together. The mathematician, Uncle Agbaje.
Hello, children.
That's your math teacher, you know him. And your popular teacher, Uncle Popo.
Hello, puppies.
He'll be taking you through all the subjects on the general studies. And we also have our active sign language interpreter in the house. That is Auntie Rosemary. Together, we are bringing the classroom into your home. Please stay tuned. Like we told you before, this week is dedicated to revision of the previous topics. Since the last revision, we have had 21 episodes. So it's time for another revision. But before we go into revision of previous topics, let's have the correction to our previous homework. You were asked to pick out the adjectives in each of the following sentences. Did you get everything? Are you sure? Then I have to celebrate you with a cheer. Good job, you. Now to the objective of today's lesson. By the end of today's lesson, you should be able to recall important points from previous lessons. You should be able to recall important points from previous lessons. Let us revise those 21 episodes too. Are you ready? With your pen and your exercise books. Good job. Dash is a composition on a specific theme, subject, or topic. Dash is a composition on a specific theme, subject, or topic. Is it drama, playlet, essay, or fiction? What is your answer? Essay. Yes. Essay is a composition on a specific theme, subject, or topic. Well done. The next question. Which of the following is not a type of essay? Which of the following is not a type of essay? Is it defensive essay, narrative essay, descriptive essay, or expository essay? What is your answer? Brilliant children. Defensive essay is not a type of essay. We have the narrative, the descriptive, and the expository. We even have the argumentative essay. Good. Let's move on. In which of these essays do we compare and contrast? In which of the following essays do we compare and contrast? Is it narrative, argumentative, descriptive, or expository? Your answer is argumentative. Yes, argumentative essay is where the kind of essay that makes you compare and contrast. Yeah. Now, next question. You have to choose which of the words or group of words is nearest in meaning to the word in capital letters. You remember that? Yes. Nearest in meaning. That is synonyms. Is there any vacant seat left in this room for me? The word in capital letter is vacant. Which of these words is nearest in meaning to vacant? Is it remaining, more, empty, or neat? Your answer is empty. Yes, empty. Brilliant children. I have a wide idea of all your plans. I will do something to help you. I have a wide idea of all your plans. I will do something to help you. The word in capital letter is wide. So which of these words is nearest in meaning to wide? Is it respect, broad, little, or narrow? Wow, brilliant children. The answer is broad. I have a broad idea of all your plans. Good. Let's move on. Who is to tend the shop while you are away at work? That's a question. Who is to tend the shop while you are away at work? The word in capital letter is tend. And the options are look after, serve, wait on, lend. Which of this word is nearest in meaning to tend? I can't hear you. Good. Look after. Who is to look after the shop while you are away at work? Brilliant children. I want you to make profit on the new business. I want you to make profit on the new business. Which other word can we use for profit? Is it gain, loss, fact, or skills? The answer is gain. I want you to make gain. Next question. Which of the following is not an element of a story? You remember we learned about writing stories. Remember that topic? Good. Which of the following is not an element of a story? Conflict, costume, character, pilot. Which of the words are not elements of a story? Pilot. We didn't say anything about pilot. What we had was plot. So the answer is pilot. It's not part of the elements of a story. The next question. The conflict of any story is the dash the main character or the main characters need to solve. The conflict of any story is the dash the main character or the main characters needed to solve. What is it? Is it the production, the challenge, the animation, or the transition? It is the challenge. The conflict is the challenge that the main character or the main characters needed to solve. Now, talking about collective nouns. You remember the types of nouns? Yeah, the collective nouns. A dash of travelers. A dash of travelers. What is the answer? Is it party, minister, traveling, or person? What is the answer? The answer is party. A party of travelers. Well done. A dash of stars. A dash of stars. Is it constellation, clutch, giant, or class? What collective noun do we use? Do you think it's appropriate? It is a constellation of stars. You're correct. Brilliant children. Which of these words is an abstract noun? You remember that topic? Abstract noun. That is talking about the types of noun. So, look at these words. Staff, courage, headmaster, Lagos. Which of these words can you refer to as an abstract noun? Brilliant. The answer is courage. Courage is an abstract noun because you cannot touch it, you cannot hold it. She made dash visits each year to Ogun State. She made dash visits each year to Ogun State. What is the answer? She made several visits each year to Ogun State. Brilliant children. I wanted dash suitable garments for my trip overseas. I wanted dash suitable garments for my trip overseas. Is it a few, much, a little, or a bit of? What is the answer? A few suitable garments for my trip overseas. I am blessed to have brilliant children like you. Next question now. May I taste your drink? I will only take dash of it. May I taste your drink? I will only take dash of it. Some of you are saying Antifumi is begging for our drink. I only want to take dash of it. Is it a grain, a fragment, measure, or a sip? What is the answer? Yes. I will only take a sip of it. I will only take a sip of it. Good job, you. Let's look at this question. That action of Tolu's shows that she is honest. That action of Tolu's shows that she is honest. Is it every action, some action, any action, or each action? Which one do you think is correct? Every action of Tolu's shows that she is honest. Another instruction, we are to choose the word that best describes the following. You are going to choose one word out of these given words, the one that describes all other words or every other word. Are we ready? Are you excited? Are you following the revision class? I trust you. I trust you. Now look at these words. Nigeria, Ghana, countries, Togo, Mali. Which of those words describe every other word? Is it Togo, Mali, Ghana, or countries? What is the answer? Wow, you're brilliant. The answer is countries. Nigeria is a country, Ghana is a country, Togo is a country, and Mali is a country. Good job, you. Let's move on. Another set of words. You have to choose one word that describes every other word. Goat, sheep, lamb, herbivores, cow. What is the answer? Is it goat? Is it herbivore? Is it sheep or cow? The answer is, wow, I'm blessed to have brilliant pupils like you. Good job, you. The answer is herbivores. A goat is an herbivore. A sheep and even a cow, they are all herbivores. Well done. Look at this set of words too. One word describes every other word. Uncle, auntie, cousin, relatives, brother, sister. What is the magic word that describes every other word? Is it uncle, relatives, auntie, or brother? Your answer is Wow, the answer is relatives. Your uncle is your relative, your auntie is your relative, your brother or your sister, they're all relatives. Good. Look at this. Duvet. Do you know what a duvet is? You know. Yes, you use it to cover, okay, on your bed. Good. Pillows. You know that? Yes. Pillowcases. That is where you put your pillow in. Good. Mattress. The one you sleep on. Bedspread. And beddings. One word that describes all those words is it mattress? Is it mattress, beddings, pillow, or bedspread? What is your answer? I trust you. The answer is beddings. All of them can be classified to be beddings. Good. Good. Did you enjoy this revision class at all? Did you get most of those questions? You got them. Oh, you got all. I'm proud of you. I trust you. That means you've been paying attention to all the lessons. That is why you are able to get the answers correctly. I've always told you, Auntie Fumi is proud of you. We've come to the end of today's revision class. I enjoyed it, and I believe you did too. It's time to hand you over to the mathematician Okwagbaje for the mathematics revision class. Don't forget, Auntie Fumi is always proud of you. Well done.
Hello, children. You are welcome to this segment of the program. It is mathematics time, and this week we will be having our revision. I am Uncle Agbaje. Our objective for the lesson today, of course, will be that by the end of the lesson, you should be able to recall important points from all the lessons that we have learned previously. So now what do you need for this lesson? You're going to need your pen, you're going to need your paper, and then you're going to need to sit tall. And the modality that we're going to be running this division is that there will be 20 questions, and I will unveil each question. Then you will read through and select the correct answer and take. At the end of the day, I want you to score yourself all over 20 and send your scores to us via 081508656663. Of course, you know that phone number. I'll be looking forward to see how you have performed. So, without wasting much time, let us begin. Are you ready? The first question says, write in words 241630. So you have to indicate whether your answer is, A, B, C, or D. 241630. Is it 2,041,630, 241,603, 241,630, or 241,630? I believe that you have selected your answer by now, and the answer should be 241,630, and that is because this will be under the ones count and this will be under the thousands count. So this will be 241,630. So let's just see. Yes, 241,630. I trust that you got that right. Give yourself a tick. Let's check the next one. You have to write in words this number 124500000632. Remember that you are going to break it into 3 and then you write. So do that quickly. Is it 12,450,632, 12,450,632, 1,245,632, 124,500,632? Have you split it into threes? You should have your answer right about now. All right. So if we start from the right, which is the ones place, this is the first 3, and this is the second 3, this is the third 3, and then this is the last one, of course. So this will be ones, thousands, millions, and billions. So this will be 12,450,632, 12,450,632. Did you get that right? Excellent. Let's check out the next one. Another name for units is dash. Another name for units is dash. This is easy. Is it ones? Is it tens? Is it hundreds? Is it thousands? Your correct answer should be ones. Tick. Let's move on. You have to write in figures 18,078,065,133. 18,078,065,133. Is it 187865133 or 18078065133 or 18780650133 or 180078065,133? You should have picked your answer by now. 18 billion. So we're going to have, remember that under each place values, or each place value rather, we're supposed to have 3 digits. So our final answer should be 18,078,065,133, and that's because this is ones. 133. This will be 1,000, and that's 65,000. Sorry, this is 1,000. That's 65,000. This will be million. So this will be billion. 18 billion, 78 million, 65,000. That will be 065, not 650. Then 133, which is that one. Tick. You have to write in words. This number looks tricky. 1701700700071. Well, it's still the same procedure, so you should select your answer. Is it 17 billion, 17 million, 107,071? Is it 17 trillion, 17 billion, 107,071? Is it 17 trillion, 17 billion, 107,071? Is it 17 trillion, 17 billion, 107 million and 71? Should have selected your answer because it's easy. If we take the first 3 to be ones, then the next one will be thousands, and the next one will be million, then we will have billion, and finally after billion we'll have trillion. So this should be 17 trillion, 17 billion, 107 million, there is no thousand, and 71. Is that what you got to? Great job. Let's move on to the next one. Look at this series of numbers. Which number do you think is the next? You have 3 numbers. First one is 1,325,000,000. The next one is 2,525,000,000. The next one is 3,725,000,000. What will be the next one? Study these numbers critically. You have 4,825,000,000, 4,925,000,000, 4,926,000,000, 4,935,000,000. Well, your correct answer should be 4,925,000,000. That is because if you look at the billions place, it's increasing by 1. 1, 2, 3. The next one will be 4. All of them are 4. And if you look at the 100 million place, you have 3 here, then you have 5 here, you have 7 here. The next one should be 9. But it could be any of these. So now look at the remaining. You have 25 million, 25 million, 25 million. So it's going to be this one that has 25 million. So the correct option is the second one. Let's check out the next one. 1 trillion has how many zeros? 1 trillion has how many zeros? Write that quickly and select your answer. Is it 3 zeros? Is it 9 zeros? Is it 12 zeros? Or 15 zeros? Write 1 trillion quickly. You should have written it by now, because my own 1 trillion has 12 zeros. You know, 1,000 has 3 zeros. 1 million has 6 zeros. 1 billion has 9 zeros. After billion, you have million. 1 trillion has 12 zeros. Now this one. What is the value of 5 in 258,190? What is the value of 5 Again, the number is 258,190. Is it 5? Is it 50,000? Is it 58,000? Is it 5,000? Remember, I work on values of numbers, and you should be able to get the correct answer from this. You should have selected your correct answer by now. The correct answer is the value of 5 is 50,000, and that is because we'll bring down the 5, and then every other digit to the unit place will be zeros. 0, 0, 0. That's 50,000. Did you select that? Excellent. Now, let's move on. You're doing well so far. Good job, you. Which of these is the correct expansion of 2,415? Which of these numbers is the correct expansion of 2,415? Is it 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 5? Is it 2 plus 50 plus 100 plus 5,000? Is it 2,000 plus 415? Or is it 2,000 plus 400 plus 10 plus 5? Remember that the expansion of numbers is writing the numbers out according to their values. Okay? So, is it confusing for you? You should have your answer right about now. Let's see what it is. The value of 2 is 2,000. The value of 4 is 400. The value of 1 is 10. And the value of 5 is 5. So the last option is the correct option. Give yourself a tick if you got it right, or an X if you missed it. But I'm sure you got it right, because this is... Now find the difference between the values of the sevens in 25,707, and there are 2 sevens there. So take the value of each and find the difference. Remember that the difference is, all right, you know what, I won't tell you that one because you know it already. So is the answer 707 or 697 or 693 or 4,900? Have you gotten your answer? Of course, you will have gotten your answer by now because it's just subtraction. Oh, oops, I told you the answer already. Okay, so the answer should be 693, and that is because in the first 7 that we have, the value of that 7, which is this one, will be 700. And then the value of this 7 is just 7 because it's at the unit place and there is no digit afterwards. So now subtracting, you will get 693, my friend. Okay, and that's how we got that. So let's see what the next one is saying. And which of these numbers is largest? The 4 numbers here, they're large numbers. All of them are having 72 million something 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 afterwards. So which of them is the largest? Quite easy for you to compare using the method that we have learned. All you have to do is just check out from the largest place value, check the next one. If they are still the same, check the next one. Which one is the largest? Numbers are 72,456,208, 72,465,208, 72,564,208, 72,546,208, and the largest one will be... All right, you should have selected your answer by now. So let's just do check out the correct one. They have the same 10 million. They have the same 1 million, but under the 100,000. These ones have 4 and these ones have 5. So these ones are larger than these ones. So I only need to check out these 2 down to know which of them is the largest. So I go to the 10,000. So this one has 6 10,000 and this one has 4 10,000. So see, this is obviously the larger number. Okay. So our answer is the third option. Is that what you got to? Bravo. Let's see what the next one has to say. Which of these numbers is the smallest? Same approach. You have, and they are in the billions. 10,101,101, 10,100,101, 10,100,110, 10,100,011. Use the same approach and you will not miss your way, my friend. You have 5 seconds. The smallest number, not the largest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, your correct option should be, let's see. They have the same 100 billion, the same 10 billion. They have zeros under the millions place. Then we come to the thousands place, and they have 1 under the 100,000, zeros under the 10,000, and then 1. This one has 1 under the thousands place, so it's larger than the rest of them. So now I only need to consider this 3. This one is bigger. I'm looking for the smallest. So I move on to the hundreds place. So this one has 100, 100, and this one has no 100. So this one is smaller than both of them. In fact, it is the smallest because it's smaller than the remaining two. So the last option is the correct option. It's 10,100,011. Is that what you got to? Great. I know you are smart. Now this question says, what is the place value of 63,125,439? What is the place value? Remember that the place value is not the same as the value. Okay, the place value is the ones we put on top. So what is the place value of 2 in 63,125,439? Is it thousands? Is it 20? Is it 25,000? Is it 10,000? Very easy. Just start putting the place values from the right. Are you there? Let's check it out. It's going to be 10,000, and that is because this is the ones place and this is the thousands place. But under thousand we have unit thousand and we have 10,000. So this is unit thousand, this is 10,000, and so 2 is under the 10,000 place. So the correct answer, my friend, is 10,000. And this question says, what is the place value of 2 in 0.824? This is decimal place value and not your normal place value. What is the place value of 2 in 0.824? Is it tens? Is it hundredth? Is it tenth? Tens is different from tenth. Is it thousandth? Thousandth is different from thousands. Okay, so which one is it? The place value of 2. Place value, not value. Well, you should have selected your answer right about now. The place value it's going to be hundredth. And that is because in every decimal number, the number to the left of the decimal point is the unit place. Now after the unit place, you will have the tenth. Tenth like this. And then after the tenth place, you will have the hundredth. Hundredth like this. Okay, so 2 is under the hundredth place value. And so the correct answer is hundredth, my friend. This question says, what is the value of 4? What is the value of 4 in 45.785? Now, this is a tricky question, and you don't want to rush to do it. Remember that the decimal point demarcates the whole number part and the fraction part. Okay, and remember that the number to the left of the decimal point is your unit place. Okay, so putting that at the back of your mind, what is the place value of 4? Is it 4? Is it 40? Is it 45? Is it 40,000? Is it 45.0 or is it 40,000? Okay, your answer should be ready. You're still cooking it. Okay, so take your time again. Your answer should be ready then. All right, so it should be 40, and that is because the digit to the left of the decimal point is the unit or the ones place, and this will be the tens place. And even at that, even if you want to go with the method that we were taught, you bring down that digit, that's 4, and then you fill zeros to the unit place or the ones place. And this is the unit place, so that's just it. Fill zeros to the unit place, that's it. That's just 40. Okay, which is the same thing as 40.0, but it's not going to be 40,000 because there is a decimal point there. 40,000 is wrong. 40 is the correct answer. Okay, this one says that we should add the values of 6 and 8 in 5.846, still under decimal place values. The values of 6 and 8, and this should be easy. Bring down the digits, fill zeros to the decimal, to the ones place or the unit place, and then add these numbers. You have to find the value of 8, you have to find the value of 6. Begin. And your answer should be ready by now. All right, let us see what the answer is. If I have to take the value of 6, that will be bringing down this 6 and filling zeros to the ones place. So 6 comes down and I have 1 0, 1 0, a decimal point, then 1 0. Now filling the value of 8, I'll bring down the 8, put the decimal point, then this is the unit place, just 1 0. Now to add everything together, 6 comes down, 0 comes down, 0 plus 8 is 8, then 0 plus 0 is 0, and Your final answer, my friends, should be 0.806, which is the last option. Is that what you got? Marvelous. You are on your way to becoming a mathematician, my friend. And finally, these ones. Which of the following numbers is a multiple of 3? And that's another way of saying which of these numbers will 3 divide. Remember, Uncle Agbaji has taught you how to know numbers that 3 can divide. Is it 2,315, 2,415, 3,815, or 8,515? Which one? Do you remember what you have to do? It involves adding all the digits together. Okay, yes, you remember now. Okay, so which one of them is it? How do you know numbers that 3 can divide? I believe you have your answer right about now, and that answer should be, let me see, it should be 2,415. And that is because if we add 2 plus 4, we get 6. 6 plus 1, we get 7. 7 plus 5, we get 12. And 3 can divide 12. So 3 will be able to divide this number. Now count quickly. How many did you get? Out of 20, how many did you get? 18? 2020? 15? Well, just send your score to us as 08150865663. That's it for the mathematics segment of the program. It's time for Uncle Popo's revision class. You will enjoy yourself. Till I come your way next time, remain wonderful mathematicians.
Hello pupils, you are welcome to General Studies class. I am Uncle Popo. Uncle Popo is here.
I am also here.
Good. We are here together.
100% attention.
Yes, 100% attention as usual is what I want you to give me in today's lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to be revising some of the topics we have treated in the past. And those topics are in form of questions. You will be answering some questions today. And anyone who scores up to 80% will be celebrated. So are you ready for me, puppies? Get your biro. Just, I'll be reading the questions. You just need to tick your answer if it is A, B, C, or D. You do not need to write the questions out or the answers out. Are you ready? So let's begin. Our learning objective is to recall the concepts taught in previous lessons. Question number 1. Dash is the condition of the atmosphere at a given place and at a given time. Dash is the condition of the atmosphere at a given place and at a given time. Options: A, weather; B, temperature; C, rainfall; D, cloud. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is weather. We talked about weather. Weather is the condition of the atmosphere at a given place and at a given time. Question number 2. The types of dress worn, types of food eaten, and types of music children listen to at home have also changed because of external influences. The question again. The types of dress worn, types of food eaten, and types of music children listen to at home have also changed because of external influences. True or false? I think you remember this topic in social studies. What's the answer? The correct answer is true, because our styles, the way we live our life in today's society has been influenced. Next one, in agricultural science, a dash is a book that is used to keep account of different activities, events, or materials regarding the farm operations. A dash is a book that is used to keep account of different activities, events, or materials regarding the farm operations. Options: A, farm book; B, farm diary; C, farm record; and D, farm library. The correct answer is farm record. We talked about a farm record. A farm record is a book that is used to keep account of different activities, events, or materials regarding the farm operations. In Nigeria, old parents are sent to old people's home where they live until they die. In Nigeria, Old parents are sent to old people's home where they live until they die. True or false? The answer is false. We don't do that in Nigeria. We talked about this in social studies where the foreign people, they try to take their old parents to where to old people's home where they live there and they die there. But in Nigeria, we don't do that. We keep our parents at home irrespective of their age. So we have people that are taking care of them, but we don't have here taking our old parents to old people's home. We don't practice that here in Nigeria. Next one is, that is the weather in a place through the whole year. That is the weather in a place through the whole year. Options: A, weather; B, climate; C, temperature; D, rainfall. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is climate. You know, we talked about weather in the last question, and is the atmospheric condition of a place at a given time. Now, moving on to the next question. The two main non-indigenous religions in Nigeria are, A, Christianity and Islam; B, Buddhism and Islam; C, Christianity and Buddhism; and D, none of the above. It's a very cheap question. What's your answer? The correct answer is Christianity and Islam. We have Christians, we have Muslims. Those are the two main indigenous religions in Nigeria. Next question, in basic science and technology. Which instrument is used to measure direction of wind? Which instrument is used to measure direction of wind? A, wind vane; B, anemometer; C, barometer; and D, thermometer. What's your answer? The correct answer is wind vane. We use wind vane to measure the direction of wind. Wind vane is used to measure the direction of wind. Next question. This is in civic education. The highest honor of award that a citizen can receive from his or her country for service to the country is dash. The highest honor of award that a citizen can receive from his or her country for service to the country is dash. Option A, recognition award; B, presidential honor; C, presidential pardon; and D, national honor. What's the correct answer? You remember this topic? The correct answer is national honor. National honor is the highest honor or award that a citizen can receive from his or her country for service to the country. You must have provided certain service that benefit the country. Next one, dash is the closest planet to the sun. Dash is the closest planet to the sun. A, Mercury; B, Venus; C, Earth; D, Neptune. What is the closest planet to the sun? The answer is what? Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. How many of you are still getting all these questions? Good. I know some have missed one or two. You are still good to go. So next one. Islam was brought to Nigeria by the dash. Islam was brought to Nigeria by the dash. A, Arabs; B, Asians; C, Europeans; D, Africans. Who brought Islam to Nigeria? The answer is what? The Arabs. The Arabs brought Islam to Nigeria. Moving on to the next one. A record of all farm produce eaten or used by the farmer is kept in dash. A record of all farm produce eaten or used by the farmer is kept in dash. A, consumption record; B, sales record; C, production record; and D, input record. What's your answer? The correct answer is consumption record. It's a record of all farm produce eaten or used by the farmer. Consumption record. Moving on to the next one. The following represent national honors except The following represent national honors except A. MON, B. GCFR, C. CFR, D. CBN. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is CBN. All others represent national honors, MON, GCFR, CFR, but CBN is not. That's Central Bank of Nigeria. It's not. Next question. Now, GCFR. GCFR stands for, what's the full meaning? GCFR. A. General Commander of the Federal Republic. B. General Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. C. Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. D. Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. What's the correct answer? What is the full meaning of GCFR? And that is Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. That's the full meaning of GCFR. A dash is a group of people who are related by blood, marriage, or adoption. A dash is a group of people who are related by blood, marriage, or adoption. A. Community. B. Congregation. C. Citizen. D. Family. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is family. A family is a group of people that are related by either blood, marriage, or adoption. For you to call somebody as your family member, that means you are related with the person is either by blood, marriage, or adoption. Next question. The following are farm records except the following are farm records except A. Inventory record, B. Sales record, C. Farm expenditure record, D. None of the above. What's the correct answer? The answer is none of the above. All others are farm records. Inventory record, sales record, farm expenditure record, consumption record, all are farm records except the answer here is none of the above. Next question. I hope none of you has missed. Some still missed one or two. Good, brilliant. Let's move on to the next one. Which of the following planet is known to support life? Which of the following planet is known to support life? A. Mercury, B. Venus, C. Earth, and D. Neptune. Which one supports life? What's the correct answer? The correct answer is Earth. Earth supports life. That's where we have human beings and other living beings on Earth. Moving on to the next question. The honor customarily bestowed on former presidents, military heads of states, and chiefs of general staff is dash. The honor customarily bestowed on former presidents, military heads of states, and chief of general staff is A. MON, B. GCFR, C. CFR, and D. CBN. The correct answer is GCFR. GCFR is only bestowed on former president, military heads of states, and chief of general staff. GCFR. Next question. Christianity was brought to Nigeria by the dash. A. Arabs, B. Asians, C. Europeans, D. Africans. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is Europeans. Europeans brought Christianity. Wow. We have successfully looked at the questions, and I believe some of you got the questions right. How many of you got 80%? Maybe out of the 20 questions, you got up to like 16, 17, 18. Good, you have really done well. So I give a cheer. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Until next time, next lesson, Uncle Popo says, keep on studying. Bye.
Our wonderful pupils, we've come to the end of another exciting episode of The Classroom in Your Home.
We hope that you enjoyed that trip back in time as we have revised the lessons in mathematics, general studies, and English language. Now, today is Monday, and of course, we're not going to deny you packs of Good Life Magic Juice. Our winners for this week on Tifumi are on the board.
On our Reward Monday, our winners are
Ishola Marvelous from St. Andrew's Anglican Nursery and Primary School, Ipaja, and that's in Alimosho, LGEA. We also have Odebumi Erididara Oluwa from Vixon Private School in Koshefe. And Tifumi.
the next person is Chinyere Analike from Christ the Redeemer Nursery and Primary School. That is in mainland LGA. And
Ojetayo Oluwasemilore from Learning Ground School, Ojo LGA.
You have done well. Keep doing your assignments and keep participating in the classroom in your home, and you can be sure that you're going to get packs of Good Life Magic Juice. Now, from all of us here, we say,
good job, you.
All you have to do is send a message to our dedicated phone line, which will be coming up on the screen, and we'll tell you how you're going to be redeeming your prize. Now, remember, the video challenge of the week is still on. You have to send a 1-minute video of yourself mimicking
Uncle Agbaje.
Now, we do not have online assessment for this week. Of course, you know that when we do revision, no online test. But you can always visit any of the previous online tests by visiting the link bit.ly/Lasubeb tests. And you will find all the tests that we have done from lesson 1 all the way to lesson 16.
So many tests. Taking the online assessment or the Lasubeb test is based on if you have access to either your daddy's, your mommy's, your uncle's, or your auntie's Android phones. But if not, there's no problem. Just send your comments and your questions to 081-50-86-5663. Please do not call that line. SMS and WhatsApp messages only.
Well, you need to be reminded that all the lessons taught in the classroom in your home are on Lasubeb YouTube channel.
Yes.
For you to watch again and again. You can also watch the classroom in your home live on Facebook through the page showing on the screen.
Until our next lesson, when we shall meet again for another set of revision classes, please make sure you study.
Wash your hands regularly.
Revise your work regularly at home and
Stay safe. Lasubeb,
Leave no child behind.
Dear pupils, parents, and guardians, let me start by thanking you for being a part of all our remote learning platforms, particularly our television program, The Classroom in Your Home. Each feedback has been awesome. Good job, you. Our teachers have been working assiduously to bridge the learning loss during this critical period. Therefore, I am pleased to inform you that the Classroom in Your Home has been extended to accommodate the lower primary classes and a dedicated lesson to cater for our special needs pupils in line with our mandate of providing an all-inclusive and quality basic education in our dear state. This program is fully sponsored by the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, and supported by the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board under the COVID-19 Blended Learning Intervention Initiative. Please encourage your wards to tune in and take every advantage of this laudable program. Also remember, this pandemic is not over. Let us continue to abide by all health and safety guidelines as stipulated by the government. At Lasubeb, we are determined to leave no child behind in our quest to improve the standard of basic education in our state. Thank you.